Hi, everyone. I'm Kelsey. I'm a certified sexual health educator with Real Talk. Today, in the Real Talk at Home series, we're going to look at the question, how do I date online? So we're going to navigate to the Real Talk website. I'm going to share my screen so you can see what I see. This here is the Real Talk website. Up here in the browser bar, you can see the website is real-talk.org. You don't need to pay to access this website. You don't need a subscription. And if you just have functioning internet connection from your home computer, you can come to this website anytime, day or night. We're going to navigate to the watch page. This is where the Real Talk video library is. We're going to scroll down to dating for the category. And for the question today of how do I date online, which now that all of us are social distancing, might be something we're more likely to try if we've never tried before. Since if we do have internet, it might be an exciting thing to check out. I'm going to scroll down to what's it like to meet people online. Click on this, and we'll watch this together.
What's your experience been like with meeting people online?
I tried Tinder for like a summer. Definitely the advantage of Tinder is that it doesn't take long to create a profile. It's a very simple process. Having to think about what to put on my profile was a bit of a block. That's why I opted for Tinder.
I chose something called OkCupid. What I liked about it was that they sort of match you up by like, well, these other folks have filled out these questions in this way. And so, you know, based on our algorithms or whatever, we think that you might be a good match.
You get a lot of people that aren't who they say they are. So video chatting them is a really good idea. Video chatting is a really good way of having the first step of meeting online or meeting offline and in real life.
When you went on this first meeting with the person face-to-face, was there anything that you did, like checked in with your friends, or like were there any things that you put in place around that?
So I had a friend that was aware that I was out on a date. Yeah, and you know, I made sure my phone was charged, because that's always good in case you need to dial a friend. We went to a place in walking distance to my house that I know pretty well, and that had an outdoor patio, and so was kind of visible. And yeah, so it felt like an easy entry again into that kind of world, and we hit it off. We ended up like talking for probably about 6 hours, and then my friend texted me and was like, everything okay? And I was like, yeah, we're still talking, it's all good.
I started to look on Craigslist, and I figured out that most of the males on Craigslist, they just want a sexual relationship. Right. And I had to be very choosy between the sexual pursuits and just finding a friend, a male friend. And I did find a special friend. At that, I went to his place a couple of times and met a few times in his car.
How did it come to, from just being friends to like real, like, let's do this kind of thing?
When we figured out that we really liked each other, and after some time.
For every 100, you'll get 1 or 2 that is good.
Yeah, a friend of mine says that like meeting people on the internet is kind of like going and thrift shopping, and like every once in a while you find a really amazing thing that's just the right fit.
Yeah, and I definitely found the right fit. She is amazing. Also.
So some of the websites they were talking about in that video, you can see in the write-up just next to it. OkCupid.com, Tinder.com. So this is POF, Plenty of Fish, based in Canada. and also Bumble are different dating websites that have different kinds of rules. In that particular video, they talked about ways to make sure the person is who they say they are, is video chatting them first. So you have the safety of being in front of a computer, in the safety of your own home, and if you video chat with someone first, you know that their face is either going to match their profile picture or it's not, or if their voice is the voice you're expecting, or if it's a voice of someone completely different. So that's an example of how to stay safe from things like catfishing. So catfishing is this term that's used a lot on the internet for when people create things like dating profiles, and they let's just say they pretend to be like a 27-year-old blonde woman who lives in Vancouver, and really they're a 65-year-old man who is based in Colorado, and he's really just interested in getting maybe money from the person that passes on his profile and thinks he's someone different, or maybe he wants to just cheat them somehow, harass them somehow, and that's why it's really a good idea to try and stay safe in situations like that. A good resource that I'm going to point to here is on the resources page at the top. We're going to click on that. And if you scroll down the resources page to the bottom, under sexual and social activity online, On the Loose is this really great resource by Media Smarts that helps folks navigate different aspects of being social online or being sexual online, which can include a lot of different kinds of things like porn or sexting. But there's a specific page that I want us to look at. I'm going to click on the PDF. Click on this guide here. And as you can see, it's 20 pages, so you don't need to go through all of it, but I'm going to go to specifically page 11. So these are tips for online dating. If you're someone who likes to read documents, this is a really great resource. Maybe it's not your thing if reading isn't your thing, but these are tips on how to, what dating websites are the better ones, whether they are secure and they use encryption, how you link them to your email address, making sure that it's not an email address you use otherwise, checking your privacy settings, not sharing personal information, all those kinds of things. You can also go down to online harassment, which is also something that can happen. This is page 12. And page 13, these are things you might encounter if you're dating online and it just goes badly. These are tips on dealing with online harassment as well, and who you can report it to. So this is a guide. Close it, I'm going to go back. This is a guide on our resources page. Under sexual and social activity online. I'll stop sharing my screen. And that's it for today. Keep tuned, stay tuned for other videos about really common questions that we get in our pizza parties. Thanks.